Good evening, everyone. All about the gyro here. Hello once again from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. And here it is. If the BMW M4 GT3 release wasn't big enough, and by the way, I had one of the very first videos up on YouTube talking about whether or not you should get that car. So if you haven't seen that, watch that video. It's a good one. We now have the iRacing 2021 special event schedule from January 1 to May 31st. It's not the full year, it's not even half a year. There's some interesting things on this list. First of all, we have the lead up to the Rolex 24 in the middle to late part of January. It'll be the same cars that you use in IMSA. So if you race that championship, you know what to expect. But for those who don't, here are the cars you're going to need. LMP2 prototype, the two new GT3 cars. That would be the Huracan in the M4 GT3 and the four usual suspects in GTE. That is the BMW M8, the Corvette, the Ferrari 488 GTE, and of course the Porsche 911 RSR. Now, they are going to do a balance of performance prior to this event. So I'll be very keen to see what happens with the cars. The Porsche for me has been driving fantastic. For those who follow the channel, you know I love the Porsche. For those who are new here, first of all, welcome. Make sure you tell someone to like, follow, subscribe, and watch my video from a few days ago of me driving the Porsche around Watkins Glen in my first ESS race. I did pretty good in that. I was happy. So all the times are in GMT. So for me, the big one that I'm focused on is the ladder time. So 1300 GMT here in Nashville is 7 a.m. So it'll be an early start, potentially. So we'll see how that plays out, but we're definitely looking into that. If you're a NASCAR fan, Daytona 500, you will have both fixed and open for this. And we are C license oval, so I think we meet the prerequisite for that. For Daytona 24, also C license is required. Then the Bathurst 12 hours. GT3 cars. So my understanding is it's the VRS Sprint category falls into this February 26th through 28th. And then a month afterwards, the Sebring 12 hours. So LMP2, GTE, and GT3, same cars as you ran at the Daytona 24 hours. Then an interesting event, and I believe this is a new event from what I've gathered. The Throwback Cup at North Wilkesboro in the 87 NASCARs, see lots of times. Rumor has it may be 400 laps in keeping with the real life event that happened there many years ago. Wait and see on the forums how that plays out. At the end of April, we have the 24 hours of the Nürburgring, and no specifics yet on what the GT3 cars will be, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is the three German GT3 cars, which would be the Merc, the Audi, and the BMW. The two GT4 cars, which is Porsche and the BMW GT4. The Porsche Cup car is making an appearance, and the TCR, which is an Audi. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's those seven for twice around the clock at the Nürburgring. The month of May always brings the two long distance classics here in the United States, the Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600. 2 weekends for the Indy 500, one which is fixed, one which is open setups. You see the 4 slots they have each for both weekends, and then the finish up is the Coca-Cola 600, which I believe is Memorial Day weekend, is when that's running. And you'll see both fixed and open standard time slots. So if you look at qualifying, when you see the word detached, it means you will qualify separately, and then they will separate you by iRating. In the announcement, also as well, they have a couple more events that they're trying to schedule for the back side of the year. So here is more information about the Daytona 24 hours here. And here's the specific parts of that event. Now, here is what's not listed here. So they're looking to do an event at Suzuka and at Hockenheim. Now, Suzuka back in the day had the 8 hours of Suzuka, if memory serves. Then they changed it to 1,000 kilometers. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's something along those lines. And then you have Hockenheim, because Hockenheim will be a new circuit on the service. But the glaring omission is, where is the Le Mans race? With the change of name from the iRacing Le Mans series to the European Sprint series, and equivalent change in the Endurance Big Brother, how do you have a Le Mans race without saying the word Le Mans? We'll see how this plays out. But anyway, short, brief video, but get ready for some endurance racing. I'm definitely looking forward to it. As aforementioned, make sure you like, follow, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care of yourself and make sure you take care of one another. Bye for now.